Hello students, in previous lecture we have seen Pareto distribution. Now in this lecture we have going to see last distribution, which is normal distribution. See the normal distribution. So definition of normal distribution. So definition of normal distribution is a continuous random variable x is said to follow normal distribution with parameters defined by parameters mu and sigma square. So there are two parameters mu and sigma square. If its PDF, if its probability density function is given by f of x is equal to 1 upon sigma times square root 2 pi into e raised to minus 1 upon 2 times x minus mu upon sigma bracket square. Here condition on x is minus infinity less than x less than infinity, and condition on mu is minus infinity less than mu less than infinity, and sigma is always positive. So this is the definition of normal distribution. Now notation for normal distribution is x is normal distribution defined by n of mu and sigma square. Okay, so this is the notation n of mu sigma square, which is normal distribution. So let's see the note. First, the parameters mu and sigma square are mean and variance respectively. The parameters mu and sigma square are mean and variance respectively of the normal variable. And second one, if mu is 0 and sigma square is 1, then normal variable is called the standard normal variable. Then the normal variable is called the standard normal variable. The standard is called the standard normal variable. That is normal variable, normal distribution. So here mu is 0, sigma square is 1, so n of 0 1, which is normal distribution x. Okay, and its PDF is, and its probability density function will be f of x. For substituting value of mu is 0 and sigma square is 1, so we'll have value of f of x will be 1 upon sigma square is 1, so sigma will be 1 because sigma is positive. So 1, so under root square root 2 pi e raised to minus, so value of mu is 0, sigma square is 1, so minus x square upon 2, and here mu is 0, so value of x will be minus infinity less than x less than infinity. So this is the condition when we have mu is equal to 0 and sigma square is 1. So its PDF will be 1 upon root 2 pi e raised to minus x square upon 2. Now we'll see the properties of normal distribution. So see the properties. So what are the properties of normal distribution? So first property, the probability curve of normal distribution is probability curve of normal distribution probability curve of normal distribution is bell shaped. So the shape is like this. Here is minus infinity, here is infinity, and here is some point x is equal to mu. So this is the y-axis, means what, which is f of x. Okay, and the shape is like this. So this is of bell shape. The probability curve of normal distribution is bell shape. And unimodal, which is symmetric about y-axis. So symmetric about x is equal to mu, and extends infinitely at x is equal to minus infinity and x is equal to infinity, and extends indefinitely in both directions. So this is the first property. Now second one is the distribution is symmetrical, means what, mean, median and mode will be mu, because here symmetrical graph. So the distribution is symmetrical. Therefore mean is equal to median, which is equal to mode, and which is mu. So that is three measures of central tendency coincides. Okay, so third one is all odd ordered central moments are 0. All odd ordered central moments are 0. All odd ordered central moments are 0. That is, odd orders are mu1 is equal to mu3 is equal to mu5 is equal to up to so on, which is equal to 0. And here given condition, beta 1 is equal to 0 and beta 2 is equal to 3, so that you will get, value of gamma 1 is 0 and gamma 2 is 0. Now there are some additive properties. Fourth, additive properties for addition of two independent normal variables. So we'll get, so let x and y be two independent normal variables. Two independent normal variables with parameters. So here normal distribution, we have the parameters mu and sigma square. Okay, so for x and y we will take two parameters, mu1 sigma 1 square, and for second y we will take another parameters, mu2 sigma 2 square. Then their addition, first one, x plus y is the normal distribution of So their addition will be mu1 plus mu2, and for sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square. Now this is for addition. Now for subtraction, x minus y is the normal distribution of mu1 minus mu2, and second one is mu1 sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square, and third is linearity property, which is ax plus b, which is normal distribution of, can be defined by ax. X is normal distribution having parameters mu1 sigma 1 square. We'll have here a mu1 plus here is mu2, and directly b. Here a mu1 plus b and another a square sigma square. These are the properties, and sigma 1 square. Here is b is constant, ax plus b will be normal distribution of a mu1 plus b comma a square sigma 1 square, where a and b are constants, where a and b are constants. Okay, and last one, fourth, ax plus by, ax plus by plus c, then its normal distribution will be normal distribution of a mu1 plus a mu1 plus b mu2 plus c. Then here a square sigma 1 square plus b square sigma 2 square plus b square sigma 2 square, where here a and b and c are constant. Here a, b and c are constants. This is the additive property. And next property, fifth one, which is if xi, where I runs from 1 to up to so on n, are n linearly are independently and identically distributed normal random variables with parameters mu and sigma square, then mean is defined by x bar, also follow normal distribution, normal distributions with parameters mu and sigma square by n. That is it can be defined by xi. If xi is normal distribution of mu sigma square, then its mean x bar is defined by summation xi upon n, which is normal distribution of mu and sigma square by n. And last property, sixth one, x is normal distribution of mu sigma square, then we convert it as x minus mu upon sigma is normal distribution 0, 1. means we have to convert normal distribution mu sigma square, then by using standard substitution x minus mu upon sigma is normal distribution of 0 1. Okay, so these are 6 properties of normal distribution. Now we will see computation of probabilities. Computation of probabilities. Computation of probabilities. Now every normal variable, so for the standard normal variable, so every normal variable n of mu sigma square can be converted to standard normal variable, standard normal variable, that is, what is standard normal variable? N of 0 1 by using the transformation, only substitute z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma, then we will get the standard normal distribution 0 n of 0 1. Okay, so we'll see the probabilities. So all other probability can be easily calculated by using tables. So following points will be used for such calculations. So if z is normal distribution, standard normal distribution 0 1, then first one, probability of z less than 0 is same as probability of z greater than 0 is always half. Second one, if a is positive, then probability of z greater than a is equal to probability of z less than equal to minus a by symmetry of the distribution. For example, suppose we have plot the graph. Here I have taken symmetry of this graph. So if I take line here, so after symmetric point we will get here. So here is here is plus a and here is minus a. Okay. So from this condition, so here z is equal to 0. Now probability of z greater than equal to a is same as probability of z less than equal to minus a, which is by property of symmetry. By symmetry of the distribution. Third one, if value of a is less than b and a is greater than 0, then probability of a less than equal to z less than equal to b must be same as probability of minus b less than equal to z less than equal to minus a. Again, this by using symmetry of distributions. Okay, so probability of a less than equal to z less than equal to b, which is same as probability of minus b less than equal to z less than equal to minus b, and we have to calculate probability. Suppose we have to calculate probability of between a and b, then so we have to calculate probability between these two. So it can be written as probability of z greater than equal to a minus probability of z greater than equal to b, minus here z greater than equal to a minus z greater than equal to b. A subtraction of between these two will get probability of interval a and b. Okay, next, so fourth one, if a is positive, then probability of Z less than equal to A is always same as 1 minus probability of Z greater than equal to A. So by using graph we see that. So suppose A is here, A greater than 0, and then so this is the region. Then probability of Z less than equal to A is nothing but 1 minus probability of Z greater than equal to A, because addition of all probability is equal to 1. So addition of these two will get 1. Okay. So probability of Z less than equal to A is same as 1 minus probability Z greater than equal to A. Fifth property is, if A is negative, then what happen? So A is negative, so same graph, by the same graph. So A is negative, then probability of Z greater than equal to A, Z greater than equal to A can be defined by, so here A is negative, so here is minus, A negative, so which is on left hand side, so probability of Z greater than equal to A will be graph like this. Okay, so probability of Z greater than equal to A can be defined by 1 minus probability of Z less than equal to A. Here A is negative number, means what? If I substitute A is equal to minus t, then we will get the result like this. So this is the fifth property. Now sixth, if A is less than 0, less than B. If A is negative, A less than 0, which is less than B, then probability of A less than equal to Z less than equal to B is equal to 1 minus, so here A is negative, so the meaning of this is A is less than 0 and B is greater than 0, like this. So graph will be like this. So here A is negative, so here is A, and B is positive, B is here, so the region between these two. Okay, so probability of these two region will be 1 minus, so probability of these two will be, so graph is like this. So here is A is negative, B is positive. So probability between these 2 points A and B, so A less than equal to Z less than equal to B will be, so 1 minus probability of Z greater than equal to B minus probability of Z less than equal to A. Means what? Probability of Z greater than equal to B minus probability of Z less than equal to A. So subtraction of these two will get probability between A and B. So probability of A less than equal to Z less than equal to B is equal to 1 minus probability of Z greater than equal to B minus probability of Z less than equal to A. And last property, last one is 7. If X is normal distribution mu and sigma square, then the standard substitution X minus mu upon sigma can be converted into standard normal distribution 0, 1 by using this substitution. Capital Z is equal to X minus mu upon sigma. So probability of A less than X less than B will be probability of, so A less than X less than B. So substitute, so here I can write here A minus mu upon sigma less than, so this is X minus mu upon sigma, and here is B minus mu upon sigma. So value of this is nothing but Z, so which is nothing but probability of A minus mu upon sigma less than Z less than P minus mu upon sigma. Okay, so these are the properties of standard normal distribution. Now we'll see some examples based on normal distributions. So see the examples. Represent the following probabilities. Represent the following probabilities. Using standard normal probability. Using standard normal probabilities. Normal probability curve. So first one is probability of -1 less than equal less than x less than 2. Second, probability of 1.5 less than x less than 2.5. Third one is probability of -3 less than x less than -0.5. And fourth one, probability of -3 less than x less than 3. So we'll plot the curves. So see the solution for first. So we have probability of -1 less than x less than 2. So for probability curve, here is -1, here is 1, and here is 2. Okay, so its curve will be like this. So here -1 and here is 2. So this is the probability of -1 less than x less than 2. Okay, here is 0 and here is 1. Now for second one, here is 1, here is 1.5, here is 2, and here is 2.5. Okay, so the curve is bell shaped. Okay, so curve is like this, and we have to find out probability between 1.5 to 2.5. So here is 1.5 and here is 2.5. So this shaded region shows that the probability between 1.5 to 2.5. Next one, so this is x equal to 0. Third, to find out probability between -3 to -0.5. Okay, so the probability is like bell shaped. Okay, so here is -0.5, here is -1, up to so on. Here is suppose -3. Okay, so lower limit is -3 and upper limit is -0.5. So here the curve region is like this. So probability region is this shaded region is nothing but the probability of -3 less than x less than -0.5. And last one is probability of -3 to 3. So here this is the bell shaped curve, and here is -3 and here is 3. So this is the end point. So this shaded region shows that the probability between -3 to 3. So these are the curves. Now let's see another examples. Now let's see the example. X is a standard normal variable. Determine the following probabilities using normal probability tables. So here probability of x greater than equal to probability of x greater than equal to 1.3. Next, find out probability of 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3. Next, we have to calculate probability x less than equal to 1.3. Next, calculate probability of mod x less than equal to 1.3. Fifth one, probability of -2 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3. And next, calculate probability of 0.5 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3. Now here, by using normal probability table, So we have to calculate first. So what we have given, x is standard normal variable. X is standard normal variable 0, 1. Now to calculate first, probability of x greater than equal to 1.3 is nothing but. So probability of x greater than equal to 1.3. Now for calculating this value, you can use the normal probability integral table. So let's see, this is the table. Okay, so let's see the table. This is normal probability integral table. So we have to calculate value of x greater than equal to 1.3. Okay, so how to find out the value of x greater than equal to 1.3. So here let's see where is 1.3. So here 1.3 is here, and find 1.3 in 0. So here 1.3 can be written as 1.30. So let's find out first two digit and next digit on the upper number. So here let's see 1.3 is here, and for 0th column let's see 1.3 in 0. So here 0.0 something, so we'll get the answer 0.096800. So value will be 0.0. So because here 1.3 which is 0.0, then we'll write 96800. So suppose if we have to find x greater than equal to 2.4, then what will we get? Value of 2.4 will be 2.4 in 0, which is 0.0 square, means what? It can be written as 0.0081975. Okay, so here we can write here 1.3 in 0, which is 0.096800. 96,800. Okay, next, second one, find out probability of between 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3. So probability of 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3. So the graph of this function will be like this. So x is 1, here is 1.3. So graph of this will be like this. So we have to find value in the table like function x always greater than equal to 1.3. Okay, so here probability of 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3. So graph of this function is like this, 0 to 1.3. So which is nothing but this. So this is the shaded region. Now, so here is x is equal to 0. So how to calculate this? So we have to find probability x greater than equal to 0 and minus probability of x less than equal to 1.3. Okay, so it can be written as probability of x greater than equal to 0 minus probability of x greater than equal to 0 minus probability of x greater than equal to 1.3. So which is equal to, now let's see x greater than equal to 0. So find out the value of 0 in 0 column. So 0.5. Okay, so this is the value of, let's see, value of 0 in 0, which is 0.5. So here value of this is nothing but 0.5 minus probability of x greater than equal to 1.3. So value of 1.3 in 0, which is 0.96800. So here 0.096800. So after subtraction you will get the answer 0.4032. Next, third one. Third, to find out probability of x less than equal to 1.3. See this. So we know that we have the probability of, if a is positive, if a is greater than 0, then probability of x less than equal to a is nothing but 1 minus probability of x greater than equal to a. Okay, so see this probability of x less than equal to 1.3, which is nothing but, so the region is like this. So 1.3 is here, so region is like this. So it can be written as 1 minus probability of x greater than equal to 1.3. 1 minus probability of x greater than equal to 1.3 will get the remaining region. So which is equal to 1 minus, so we know that probability of x greater than equal to 1.3, which is 0.096800. So after calculation you will get answer 0.9032. Okay, next one is fourth, to calculate probability of x mod x less than equal to 1.3. so value of mod x, so this can be written as minus 1.3 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3. okay, so graph is like this. This is minus 1.3 and this is plus 1.3. okay, so fourth solution is probability of mod x less than equal to 1.3 is nothing but probability of minus 1.3 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3, and it can be defined by, so here what we have, value of, if a is, here a is negative and here is minus a and here is plus a. okay, so it can be written as probability of 1 minus, so here probability of, we have the property that if a is less than 0 less than b, means what, a negative and b is positive, right, a negative b positive, then what we have, probability of a less than equal to x less than equal to b is nothing but 1 minus probability of z greater than equal to b minus probability of z less than equal to a. So here a is negative and b is positive, means what, value, this is minus a and this is a. okay, so if I substitute value of b is nothing but a again, then what will happen, so this is a. okay, but value of this is minus, so this is minus, so z less than equal to minus a, probability of z less than equal to minus a is nothing but probability of z greater than equal to a. okay, so here what happened, so probability of 1 minus probability of z greater than equal to a minus probability of z greater than equal to again a. Therefore here we see that probability of, which is probability of x greater than equal to 1.3, probability of x greater than equal to 1.3 minus probability of x less than equal to minus 1.3, and this can be written as 1 minus probability of x greater than equal to 1.3 minus probability of, we have the property which is x greater than equal to 1.3, so which is nothing but 1 minus 2 times probability of x greater than equal to 1.3, so which is nothing but 1 minus 2 times probability of x greater than equal to 1.3 is nothing but 0.096800. so after calculating it you will get the answer which is 0.8064. Next one, fifth is probability of minus 2 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3. so here this is negative and this is positive, so from graph here is minus 2 and here is 1.3, so probability between these two, so it can be defined as, so here I can write it is 1 minus, so to find out probability between minus 2 to 1.3, so I can write it as probability x greater than equal to 3 minus probability x less than equal to minus 2. Probability x greater than equal. So after taking this subtraction, we will have this region. Okay. So probability x greater than equal to 1.3 minus probability x less than equal to minus 2. But probability of x less than equal to minus 2 is nothing but probability x greater than equal to 2. Okay. So here 1 minus probability of x greater than equal to 1 minus 3 minus probability x greater than equal to 2. So which is nothing but 1 minus. Now we have to find probability of x greater than equal to 1.3. So what is the probability of 1.3? We will find 1.3 in 0. So 1.3 in 0 is 1.3 in 0 is 0.096800. 0.096800 minus. Next we have to find probability x greater than equal to 2, means 2 in 0. We will find 2.0 in 0. So let's see, where is 2? So 2 is here. So value of 2.0 in 0th column. Okay. So here 0.0. So we'll get value 0.022750. 0.0227. Here 2.0 in 2.0 in 0th column, which is 0.0275. 2250. So here after subtracting this from 1, we'll get the answer 0.88045. And last one, to find out probability between. So here is 0.5 and here is 1.3. To find out probability between these two. So here A and B both are positive. So probability of 0.5 less than equal to x less than equal to 1.3, which is defined by probability x greater than equal to 0.5 minus probability x greater than equal to 1.3. Probability x greater than equal to 0.5 minus probability x greater than equal to 1.3. So we have to find value of 0.5 in 0. So 0.5 can be written as 0.50. So we have to find 0.5 in 0th column. Okay. So normal distribution will be. So here where is 0.5? So 0.5 is here and 0.5 in 0th column, which is 0. Here is 0 point something. So 0.5 in 0th column is 0.30854, which is 0. Where here 0.5 in 0.30, because here 0.3085. 0.30854 minus. So probability of this is nothing but 0.096800. So after calculating, we will get 0.21174. So this is the probability between 0.5 to 1.3 in standard normal variables. Okay. Okay, we will stop here. In next lecture, we will see some more example based on normal distribution and standard normal distribution. Thank you.